Today for the Bitcoin price, wow, this is the weekly chart of the Bitcoin dominance here towards the altcoins. And a few weeks ago, the Bitcoin dominance here fell off a cliff and is surging to the downside. And the question everyone is asking right now is, of course, is the altcoin season starting much earlier than expected? You can see the crazy altcoin gains here on coinmarketcap.com. Well, we want to address that question and we want to revisit one of the most important charts when it comes to the Bitcoin and altcoin seasons. And this is the Bitcoin and altcoin cap we covered a few weeks ago on this video here. And this one is actually right now making a very, very interesting development. We will talk about that and also about and now guys, by far most important statistic when it comes to Ethereum and altcoins, and now guys, very important also when it comes to Bitcoin. Believe it or not, this is the DeFi pulse. It is the statistic of the total value locked in DeFi. We will talk about all of that, put it together and give you a perfect understanding what is going on right now for the Bitcoin or altcoin season. For sure, guys, this will be different, but very important. So make sure you smash up the like button to at least, let's do today 2,000 likes. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris. And as always, we are really pumped to go straight into the content. So we are here on the weekly for the Bitcoin dominance towards the altcoins. And as you can see, Bitcoin was trapped here in the symmetrical triangle and we broke it to the downside. So of course, it's a very legit question to ask whether the altcoin season has started, especially looking towards these things here. Icon surging 50%, Ion, OneChain, Zilliqa, like all of these interoperability altcoins and many others surging towards the upside while Bitcoin is consolidating or even going down. Well, it's a very, very important question to ask. First of all, before we go into these mind-blowing statistics, guys, we have to tell you, we want to answer whether Bitcoin already broke this trend here with the symmetrical triangle. Well, the most important thing to look at is actually the long-term trend here. And no matter if you connect the wicks or the body bottoms, the trend is not broken yet. And please, guys, very important, don't use the logarithmic chart. This is in percentage terms. We don't need logarithmic chart. If you were to use the logarithmic chart, Bitcoin broke the trend. But on a percentage scale, you don't use the logarithmic scale, of course. No, we didn't break it yet. But the question is, will Bitcoin break it? Will the altcoins actually continue gaining momentum and the Bitcoin dominance will go down and the altcoins will actually surge even more? This question we want to answer today. And before we go into this, by far most important statistic when it comes to Ethereum prices in the future, altcoin prices, but guys, very important, even the Bitcoin prices. Before we go into that, we want to revisit this very, very important statistic. And as you can remember, we covered it in this video here. This is the altcoin capitalization versus the Bitcoin capitalization. And the yellow line here is the Bitcoin cap, whereas the brown line here is the altcoin cap versus the Bitcoin cap. So quick reminder, if you go to this here, you can see a value of 2 of the alt cap towards the Bitcoin cap. And that means that the alt cap was at this specific point of time 2 times higher than the Bitcoin cap, which results in a 33% Bitcoin dominance approximately. And here on the downside, that's 14%, which is a 14% altcoin dominance and a 86% Bitcoin dominance. Well, the most important thing though is here on the downside, and that's the weekly RSI of the altcoin cap towards the Bitcoin cap. And you can see every single time the weekly RSI of the altcoin cap towards the Bitcoin cap was below 30 right here, then in that exact moment, it was a buying signal and the altcoins afterwards gain momentum. Also here, that was in the end of 2016. Also here, in the end of 2016, beginning 2017, you see the weekly RSI being below 30, meaning the altcoins are oversold towards Bitcoin, and in that exact moment afterwards, the altcoins surge to the upside. And just right now, we covered it in our last video here a few weeks ago. In August, September, the altcoins were once again oversold towards Bitcoin here on the weekly RSI. By the way, guys, you can make that yourself also on TradingView. If you want to know how to do it, you can join our Telegram group. It's in the pinned comment down below. Here, they were oversold once again. And in that exact moment, it was a buying signal. And look at this. The altcoin cap went up once again. And this is a very important thing to understand. But what we said in that video is that this is the first dip. Usually in every single cycle, we see double dips of the altcoin cap towards the Bitcoin cap. You saw that here in the end of 2013, one dip, second dip. And then in the end of 2015, you saw the first dip here below 30. And then in the beginning of 17, you saw the second dip below 30 of the RSI. And right now we only saw the first one and the altcoins are surging. And the question right now is, of course, will Bitcoin gain back momentum, or is the altcoin season starting right now? So we said a second dip is very, very likely, and we stand by our words. We still think, and that's what we said in our video, that Bitcoin will probably continue to gain momentum until we reach a new all-time high. But there is one thing, there is one important thing which can destroy our strategy and when we will change our mind. And that's one exogenous factor. If that exogenous factor comes into place, we will change our mind and say, all right, the altcoin season is starting earlier. And that's DeFi. Of course, you all heard about that. But this specific chart, guys, this completely blew our mind. Can you remember the video we made with Carl from the Moon and Ivan on Tech a few weeks back in Davos during the World Economic Forum? In this video, we talked about DeFi and the value being locked into that. That was around about that time. Ever since then, a few weeks only, this rose for 50%. This is going completely parabolic, approaching a total value locked of $1 billion already. This is already a big number, but the percentage growth is really what blows our mind here. That means all Ethereum being locked in DeFi are cut from the circulating supply. They cannot be sold in the moment they are locked on DeFi. If we were to go here on the cryptocurrency market cap and we look at the circulating supply of Ethereum, it's 109 million Ethereum being in circulation. Well, guys, what if this number goes from 3 million, which is already 3%, to 30 million or to 50 million? That will be half of the circulating supply of Ethereum. If the circulating supply, not the future inflation, but the circulating supply of Ethereum gets cut in half, with all other factors being constant, this could actually give furthermore turmoil onto the Ethereum price. Our strategy for the altcoins remains the same. We want to go into altcoins once Bitcoin reaches the new all-time high. But if Ethereum remains to play this major role here in decentralized finance and more Ethereum are being locked up, taken away from the market onto DeFi, right now, we have to give it a little bit more time to mature. And also, guys, good news for Bitcoin holders. Bitcoin plays a role in DeFi as well. It's only ranked number 9 right now, unfortunately, but with Lightning Network, you have the payments use case. And of course, what happens if you want to take part at Lightning Network, you take your Bitcoin, you lock it onto the Lightning Network, you go into the second layer, and then you can use it for lightning fast, nearly for free transactions. And you cannot sell your Bitcoin while you're doing it. If you want to sell it, you have to go back with the settlement transaction to the basic layer, to the Bitcoin blockchain, and then you can sell it. So this is very good. You can see only 8 million is locked on DeFi here for Bitcoin, and on 1ml.com you can see the same here, 875 Bitcoin and $8 million worth of Bitcoin. But the reason is that Lightning is right now still very immature, and that the developers are actually telling you don't lock too much into it, it's too immature yet. For now, it looks the most bullish by far for Ethereum. Guys, once again, as we said, we might change our mind if this continues to go parabolic. For now, we are still on our strategy. And right now, guys, let us know, do you think altcoins or Bitcoin are making the race right now? Do you think the altcoin season has begun? Let us know in the poll, which is popping up on top of the screen right now. Say yes or no. If the altcoin season has begun, that would be very interesting to know. And also, scroll down to the comment section and leave your favorite altcoins in the comment section down below, and we might revisit them with DaVinci J15. That would be extremely interesting to see. We will try to answer every single comment within the first 24 hours. We are at least trying to do it. Also, guys, big shout out to you. Thank you so much for all your help here. You can see in our yesterday's video, we already are approaching 2,000 likes. Let's do it the same for this video. Thank you so much for all your support. It's just extremely mind-blowing. And also quickly, today is the last day for the $390 bonus here on Bybit. If you want to get it, just click the link and you can basically register in 24 seconds by putting in your email address and your password. And if you are an experienced trader, that's very important. With this easy to understand deposit instructions, you can get up to $390 completely for free, guys. Also, guys, it really fits that topic. If you're an altcoin trader, well, on Bybit, you can trade altcoins, Ethereum, EOS, XRP, especially Ethereum, very interesting here on Bybit, but you have to be an experienced trader. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Thank you so much for helping us with your likes, with your comments, with engaging with that video, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, bye-bye.